thousands of dollars.
See what it looks like to come out of controversy and to come out of all the hatred.
The word on the street is that Tiffany Henyard has hit rock bottom. Given her reputation, it was impossible to miss the headlines about her and the schemes she was involved in as the mayor of Dolton, a village located 22 miles from Chicago. She may not be as famous as Diddy or Kim, but the mess she has created is so massive that it is hard to ignore. According to recent rumors, she is completely broke. To maintain her lavish lifestyle, she is allegedly trying to raise $10 million on GoFundMe to get out of financial trouble. It is no secret that creditors are after her, filing lawsuits left and right to reclaim their money. Things are not looking good for her or for the people of Dolton, whom she has let down. This situation is escalating rapidly, with Tiffany Henyard's massive debt now under intense scrutiny. It all started in March 2024, when revelations surfaced about her misuse of taxpayer funds to cover a string of personal, extravagant expenses. She treated the city's budget like her own unlimited checkbook, spending freely without restraint. But unlike celebrities who squander their own wealth, Tiffany was burning through public money, and residents weren't having it. As one frustrated citizen put it during a heated meeting, people were tired of being treated like dirt. "You lied to us as residents, you do not stand for me, and I want you to step down as mayor today and save our village from this deficit you have caused." Now Dolton cannot even pay its bills, and what is worse, Tiffany's own financial troubles added to the issue. The people's money she spent on her lavish needs was just a part of that reckless spending.
Costing taxpayers a lot of money with few details about how it benefits the communities
She did not just stop at draining public funds. Apparently, she also took out hefty personal loans amounting to millions. And, as expected, she cannot pay them back. Now, she is in serious trouble and on the brink of bankruptcy. Word on the street is that while Tiffany was living large, the rest of Dolton was falling apart. The police department's cars are reportedly at risk of being repossessed because the town cannot pay off its debts. Tiffany was recklessly spending taxpayer money and even allegedly running shady schemes on the side. One of the biggest involved Section 8 housing, a program meant to help low-income families find decent places to live. She allegedly continued collecting Section 8 payments without making any repairs and spent it all on her trips to Vegas.
have no idea why township taxpayers picked up that bill.
It is part of a bigger picture, one that paints Tiffany's time as mayor in an extremely bad light. This is about serious mismanagement, corruption, and a complete neglect of her duties as mayor, despite being sworn in to improve the lives of Dolton's residents. Instead of serving the people, she was living large at their expense, and once she was caught, people did not hold back in describing the entire mess. She, the mayor, has money to go to Vegas, but not to pay the village's judgments, and that is not right. It is a shame that the residents there have to be victimized by this kind of behavior. Every time someone looks deeper into what has been happening in Dolton, they uncover yet another mess tied to Tiffany. It is as if she completely forgot that her job was to take care of the community, not herself. But when it came to allocating the budget, Tiffany knew exactly where to direct the money to her own interests.
$40,000 at Amazon. What a slap.
And guess what? While all this chaos was bubbling under the surface, Tiffany was still out there acting like everything was fine, making decisions for Dolton as if nothing was wrong. Maybe she thought she could keep it all hidden, but it was not long before the FBI got involved. Now, they are all over her finances, and what they are finding does not look good. The FBI launched a serious criminal investigation into Tiffany's financial dealings, issuing subpoenas for everything from her personal transactions to the town's entire financial records. They are digging deep, and what they are uncovering is explosive.
We've learned from multiple sources that federal agents are in fact interviewing.
Turns out, Tiffany's wild spending spree did not stop at Vegas vacations. The investigation has revealed that she allegedly dipped into taxpayer funds for all kinds of personal luxuries, including high-end cars and a security detail that would make a Hollywood star jealous. It is as if she believed being mayor came with an unlimited supply of cash for her own use. And now she is begging for help. No surprise that people on social media are slamming her for this. As one person commented, she put herself into this mess so she can get herself out of it. How dare her ask people to help her? Nope, I'm not donating 1 cent to her. She's got over $300 in income and can't pay her bills. Now she's begging for money. As for Tiffany, her public image is taking a serious hit. Denying the truth did not do her any favors, but do not think for a second that she is lying low, swallowed by humility or guilt. Not at all. While the town struggles to recover, she is busy stirring up more trouble and shifting the blame onto everyone else. It is all about power and greed. Apparently, all that money she was throwing around was not even hers. She was borrowing from every direction. Now, creditors are knocking on her door and lawsuits are piling up like unpaid bills. But instead of admitting defeat, she is allegedly turning to ordinary people on the internet, begging them to bail her out before she goes bankrupt. As one source put it, Mayor Henyard is on an island of lawlessness and is doing what she thinks will benefit her personally and politically, rather than following the law and doing what would benefit the village of Dolton and its residents. And you know the worst part? She allegedly used public property as collateral for her personal loans, stuff that was never hers to gamble with in the first place. Let's just say that once the truth came out, the locals did not take it lightly. Just when you thought she could not get any more desperate, Tiffany pulls a move that has everyone's jaws on the floor. She launched a GoFundMe page. Yes, the same woman who burned through shocking amounts of taxpayer money on luxury shopping and personal splurges is now begging for donations, apparently trying to save herself from financial ruin. It looks like the taste of fame and power made her reckless, and now, on top of Dolton's financial crisis, Tiffany herself is broke. But given her history of shady dealings, some people believe this is just her final attempt to scam the public before she vanishes for good, possibly to spend the next few decades on some distant island.
Will always try to stop things they cannot control. That's what it's all.
Apparently, she is planning something like a vanishing act and needs a hefty sum in her pocket to flee the town, or maybe even the country. Once the investigation exposed her outrageous spending, including massive Amazon splurges and an almost $88,000 bill for makeup products in 2023, Tiffany disappeared into thin air, likely fearing the consequences of her reckless financial mismanagement. As one insider put it, "The last time I received the bank statement was in September of last year, and we were $7 million in debt at that time." Naturally, people are starting to wonder if there is more going on here than what meets the eye. Some believe this GoFundMe is just her last attempt at playing the sympathy card, hoping to make everyone forget about all the shady things she has been involved in. Others think Tiffany is truly financially ruined and just bold enough to go online and beg for donations because what she is doing is completely unorthodox. But here is the thing. The people of Dolton are furious and are not about to let her off that easily. They remember every penny that rightfully belonged to the town, which she wasted on makeup, clothing, and personal luxuries. While she is out here trying to get people to feel sorry for her, the town is still drowning in a financial crisis, one that she created. Yet somehow, in the middle of all this chaos, Tiffany sees herself as the victim in need of financial help and had the audacity to ask for it. Even after everything, she still managed to rake in around $115,000 through her GoFundMe, proving that some people are still buying into her shameless act. However, if you check social media, there is no sign of support or even pity for her. As one person wrote, "The fact that she is not in prison wrote the fact that she is not in prison yet is just as bad as all the criminal acts she has done." And another user added, "How dare she ask those she stole from to bail her out of $10 million debt, the delusion she belongs in prison, and it's way beyond time." So despite the mess she created through her own decisions, Tiffany is still hoping to bail herself out on the backs of hardworking people. Good luck with that, because her schemes are now out in the open for everyone to see. And folks, what do you think about the aftermath of this so-called leadership and her desperate attempts to raise funds? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to check out my other videos.